Yo everybody, what's going on? This is Keegan from Kman Reviews. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like and the subscribe button, and if you have any opinions at all you would like to share, leave them down in the comment section. Cavetown. Sleepyhead. Cavetown is the professional alias of English singer, songwriter, record producer Robin Skinner. He's been active in the music world for quite a while, releasing singles and albums way back in 2014 when he was 14, before his debut singles in 2015. Since that time, he's released 4 official studio albums over the span of 5 years, being placed in the genre of lo-fi, indie pop, indie rock. This album I'm reviewing today is his latest as of recording this, released in March of 2020, Sleepyhead. So this is my first time hearing music from him. How does it stand? Let's find out as I review this album, track by track. We'll start out with the singles, with there being 4 of them. The first one being Feb 14, which is this melancholic tune opening up with this somber acoustic guitar playing, but then evolves a step to feature some keys, a nice satisfying electric guitar melody, and very vibey drum work. Robin's vocals provide a wonderful combination with just how depressed they sound, which only makes sense when you add the lyrics in the equation about missing this girl, hoping she's in a better state of mind than he is. It's really concise for its length of 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Beautiful song. The second single, Telescope, has a lot more of a groove than I think it was intended to. The biggest thing is just how diverse, layered, and complex this instrumental is. Guitar, strings, piano, synths, percussion, slowly building from a calm acoustic guitar with strings to almost having a bit of a trap-inspired rhythm with its processed snare. It's certainly unexpected before it blossoms into this dreamy, moody pop beat. And Robin's vocals definitely escalate too, but not nearly as much. He's still got this underlying nihilistic tone to it throughout the tune as he sings about being trapped in his mind, watching the world go by as he's stuck with his thoughts. Another beautiful song. The third single and the album opener, Sweet Tooth, opens up yet again very minimalistically with these electronic guitar cuts separated by rather long gaps. The percussion has way more of a rock edge this time instead of the bedroom pop style that was present on the previous singles. I also really love Robin's vocals on this track. They possess a lot more emotion, especially on that chorus. It really feels like he's singing from the heart instead of just reading off lyrics, which are actually about an unhealthy crush, mentioning a lot of sweet items to implement feeling sick of it as well. Wonderful song, worth a listen. And the fourth and final single, I Miss My Mum, has a bit of a ballad tinge to it, mainly in just the first half with some light guitar picking and fairly monotone drum work. Near the final 20 seconds, however, it sheds its skin and soars with an incredible blend of an electric guitar riff, powerful drum work, and cacophonous synths. Robin has a great suitable style to his voice. It's pretty vulnerable as he sings about being on tour for so long and that he's slowly becoming more and more separated from his family, eventually coming to the conclusion that he misses his mom, he misses home. Great song, perfect singles run. Let's see what the rest of the album has to offer. And now for the rest of the tracks. For You is kind of an unnecessary song in my opinion. Not that it's bad at all, in fact, there's nothing wrong with it, period. It's just that it's only a continuation of the opening track, Sweet Tooth, with more of a rock-inspired instrumental. So, yeah, it's nothing special. I personally don't see a point in keeping it around. Pyjama Pants is a very soft and heartwarming song. I love this guitar playing. Unlike some of the other tracks, this one feels very positive and hopeful, and when combined with the percussion and synth work, it's very sweet and endearing. Definitely a great relationship song as Robin sings in this soothing, cheery tone, really adding the extra cherry on top of this gorgeous song. Lyrically, it is a little bit sadder with knowledge of what actually happened, with this song being about his first public relationship, to which they ended up cutting it off early in March of this year. At least they seem to end on positive terms. Love this song, worth a listen. Trying might just be my favorite track on this album. I've always adored tracks that are so much more open and vulnerable, empowering at the same time, and this tune contains all 3 of those qualities. These lyrics are the biggest part. They can be interpreted in different ways depending on the situation the listener is in, however they're mainly about coming out, finding that supporter who in this case happens to be his mom. Couple those lyrics with a warm, snug instrumental and its soothing synths, genuine percussion, and wonderful guitar work, and you've got a song that most likely anyone can relate to. Great tune. Things That Make It Warm is such a sweet, wholesome, and innocent song. It tugs at the heartstrings a little bit, even though it is a bit of a silly song at its core. Robin mentioned these lyrics are about 2 birds building their nest together, making it warm with all these little things like grass and stones. It's really cute, but can still also be twisted as a relationship song for humans. And alongside the rather quiet and simple acoustic guitar strumming, and Robin's vocals feeling very sincere and calming, making this another standout on this album. Beautiful song, worth a listen. Snail featuring Chlorine Moriando opens up in a very pessimistic way, with the depressing acoustic guitar accenting Robin's hopeless vocal tone. However, the instrumental opens up rather quickly, featuring a more alive guitar riff, a fun vocal melody, and these absolutely gorgeous strings that are probably one of my favorite parts on the entire album. It has a Celtic feel to it, and I love it. Chloe and Robin also have a nice verse together before it dives back into its melancholic state. It's a roller coaster of a song, and with these lyrics about wishing that he could become a kid again, but without all the flaws he had previously, it's certainly a bit of a tougher listen at its core, but still great anyway. Wishing Well featuring Drew Monson is a very relaxing cut, with these wonderful vocal melodies and falsettos sounding like some kind of lullaby, paired with a programmed drum loop. This one's a track I don't really have too much to say about. Nothing really builds up here, it doesn't stand out as much as most, if not all, of the previous tracks. It's still a good song regardless, just a little bit underwhelming, even lyrically just about a bittersweet relationship. Not bad again, it just doesn't measure up in my eyes. And finally, the closer Empty Bed, unsurprisingly, is the most somber track on this album. This guitar has this extra sprinkle of depression on it as Robin's vocals feel like he's on the edge completely. It really hurts to listen to, yet at the same time it's kind of a fitting closer to an already emotional album. These lyrics, however, are the most gut-wrenching thing I've heard in a long time, about being young and giving away your pets, turning antisocial, getting put on these meds that don't help the pain, and just staring at that animal's empty bed. I can imagine this being very powerful for a lot of people, and it's a beautiful song. What a fitting way to end the album. Overall, yeah, I'm extremely thankful that I got to be introduced to Cavetown's music. And again, I've always had a soft spot for this type of music, the indie, bedroom pop, melancholic style, much like Nash's music, so this did kind of come right up my alley, but besides that, really no glaring flaws with this album. Some great melodies, soothing instrumentals, and some tough lyrics. Definitely a contender for Album of the Year for me. I'm feeling a 9 out of 10 on this album. Well guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.